improving your listening skill. Listening is a far more complex process than what we think, and most of us aren't very good at it. People typically listen at a 25% efficiency rate, remember only about half of what's said during a 10 minutes conversation, and forgot half of that within 48 hours. To listen effectively, you need to successfully complete 5 steps: receiving, decoding, remembering, evaluating, responding. Come to the point receiving. You start by physically hearing the message and acknowledging it. Physical reception can be blocked by noise, impaired hearing, or inattention. Decoding. Next step is to assign meaning, which you do recording to your own values, beliefs, ideas, expectations, roles, needs, and personal history. Decoding is also influenced by the circumstances, the speaker's tone, facial gesture, etc. If someone says, "Well, that's just lovely," a sarcastic tone signals that the intended meaning is the opposite of the literal meaning of the word. Third one, remembering. Before you can act on the information, you need to store it for future processing. Evaluating. The next step is to evaluate the message by applying critical thinking skills to separate fact from opinion and evaluate the quality of the evidence. Number 5, responding. After you have evaluated the speaker's message, you react. If you are communicating one-on-one or in a small group, the initial response generally takes the form of verbal feedback. If you are one of many in an audience, your initial response may take the form of applause, laughter, or silence. Later, you may act on what you have heard. Improving your listening skill আরেকটা পার্ট আছে. Effective listener adapt their listening approaches to different situations. Content listening. The primary goal of content listening is to understand and retain the information in the message. You are not evaluating the information at this point. It doesn't matter whether you agree or disagree, approve or disapprove, only that you understand. Critical listening is when you understand and evaluate the meaning of the speaker message on several levels: the logic of the argument, the strength of the evidence, the validity of the conclusion, the implication of the message, the speaker's intention and motives, and the omission of any important points. If you are skeptical, ask questions to explore the speaker's point of view and credibility. Empathetic listening helps to understand the speaker's feelings, needs, and wants so that you can appreciate his or her point of view, regardless of whether you share that perspective. By listening with empathy, you help the individual vent the emotions that prevent a calm, a clear-headed approach to the subject. Avoid the temptation to jump in with advice unless the person specifically asks for it. Also, don't judge the speaker's feelings, and don't try to tell people they shouldn't feel this or that emotions. Active listening is where you are making a conscious effort to turn off own filters and biases to truly hear and understand what the other party is saying. They ask questions to verify key points and encourage the speaker through positive body language. Using non-verbal communication skill. Non-verbal communication স্কিলগুলো কি? 6 types of signals are particularly important. Non-verbal communication এর ক্ষেত্রে facial expression, gesture, posture, vocal characteristics, personal appearance. Last to touch, time and space. Facial expression. Your face is the primary vehicle for expressing your emotions. It reveals both the type and intensity of your feelings. Your eyes are especially effective for indicating attention and interest, regulating interaction, and establishing dominance. Gesture and posture. The way you position and move your body express message, some voluntary and some involuntary. Many gestures have specific and intentional meaning. Other types of body movement are unintentional and express more general message. Slouching, leaning forward, fidgeting are all unconscious signals that can reveal whether you feel confident or nervous, friendly or hostile, assertive or passive, powerful or powerless. Vocal characteristics. Voice carries both intention and unintentional message. A speaker can intentionally control pitch, pace, and stress to convey a specific message. Unintentional vocal characteristics can convey happiness, surprise, fear, and other emotions. For example, fear often increases the pitch and pace of your speaking voice. The fourth one, personal appearance. People respond to others on the basis of their physical appearance. Although an individual body type and feature impose some limitation on appearance, you can control grooming, clothing, accessories, piercing, tattoos, and hairstyle. Many employers also have guidelines concerning attire, body art, piercing, etc. So make sure you understand and follow them. Touch. Touch is an important way to convey warmth, comfort, and reassurance as well as control. A manager might be comfortable using hugs to express support or congratulation, but his or her subordinates could interrupt those hugs as a show of dominance or sexual interest. Touch is a complex subject. The best advice when is doubt, don't touch. Time and space. Like touch, time and space can be used to assert authority and send other nonverbal message. For instance, some people try to demonstrate their own importance or disregard for others by making other people wait. Respect by being on time. Similarly, taking care not to invade private space such as standing too close when talking is a way to show respect for others. Keep in mind that expectations regarding both time and space vary by culture. Etiquette in the workplace. Grooming using the phone. এখন আসেন business etiquette in the workplace. Business etiquette is set of manners that is expected or required in a profession. Often upheld by custom, it is enforced by the members of an organization. Workplace etiquette indicates a variety of behaviors, habits, and aspects of nonverbal communication. Although it isn't always thought of as an element of etiquette, your personal appearance in the workplace sends a strong signal to manager, colleagues, and customers. Grooming. Pay close attention to cleanliness. Avoid using products with powerful scents such as perfume soaps, colognes, shampoos, and aftershaves. Many people are bothered by these products and some are allergic to them. If possible, select a few classic pieces of jewelry. Don't overdo it. Observe others and don't be afraid to ask for advice. Observe others and don't afraid to ask for advice. If you are not sure, dress modesty and simply. Using the phone. Be cautious when you call someone. Identify yourself and your organization. Briefly describe why you are calling and verify that you have called at a good time. Convey a positive professional attitude when you answer the phone. Identify yourself and your company. Some companies have a specific instruction for what to say when you answer. If you know the caller's name, use it. Third one, end calls with courtesy and clarity. Double check all vital information like meeting times and dates. Use your voicemail feature to help callers record a brief professional sounding outgoing message for regular use. From business lunches to industry conference, you may be asked to represent your company in public. Get to know the customs of other culture when meeting new people. Next chapter aro briefly discuss kora hobe ei point ta niye. Business is often conducted over meals, and knowing the basic of doing etiquette will make you more effective in this situation. Like start by choosing foods that are easy to eat. Leave business documents under your chair until entry plates have been removed. The business aspect of the meal doesn't usually begin until then. Don't discuss politics, religion, or any other topic likely to stir up emotions. Don't complain about work. Don't ask deeply personal questions. Avoid profanity and be careful with humor. A joke that entertains some people could easily offend others. এখন আসেন স্যার, এখান থেকে আমরা একটু কি করি, আলোচনাটা করি। এখান থেকে ছিল না নন ভার্বাল কমিউনিকেশন স্কিল।